Hello everyone, welcome back. I know it has been a while since my last update. I have been working during the summer and I get too exhausted to work on the project after getting home from work. So now that I have less schedule, now I have more time to work on the project. Right off the bat, I also updated the MMRI. The MMRI now is much more bold in the plotting, and also I have derived other metrics based out of the MMRI. So if you change the currency, then it will be using those countries' relevant metrics. This one will be based out of the appropriate metrics here. Index, and then the second one is beta. And also you might notice that the BMI looks a little bit different from the previous version. So the highlights for the moving averages are now under the 52-week low. And it also has the 52-week high here, 52-week low here, and then underneath there's the moving average. So everything is the same except for those. Unfortunately, I was unable to update the indicator as I have already published 2 of these indicators. As a part of being a free tier member, I am unable to post the third one, which is the BMI. I am also surprised that I am unable to publish that on top of the older version. It's probably because I changed that into library. So the rationale for that is libraries are much easier to work with, and they are basically like indicators with the ability to cross-reference into other coding. So that's why I changed that into a library. Other than that, I like to move on to the index here. Okay, it is still composed of 3 indicators. The first one is MMRI, as you know, Menarino Market Risk Indicator. Recently, it has turned into an orange color, so there might be a liquidity crisis, and also with the RSI and also the MACD. And these 2 metrics are based out of the index. And then right now it's on index right here. So these will select the metrics based on the index. Let's say if I change the currency, then change that into different sources. For example, if I change that into Canadian dollars, it's going to use the TSX. Other than that, it's going to be S&P 500. And then all of the same of these 2. And you might see here that it is index, and then the source code is here. The significance for having the beta score is that I will be able to derive from my own and then use that as my new metric for the future implementations for indicators. As you know, there are 3 values here exactly the same, and that's because they are the same. So I get the sources from the NASDAQ website. I was using Yahoo Finance first to basically get the metrics, but I was unable to download the S&P 500 historical data, the data for Apple and Enbridge. So to do beta score testing is you can just go in here, and then historical codes, and then 5 years. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the custom range, and to replicate like the same values, I will make that available to GitHub repository X500 in the 5 years. Okay. I will also make the spreadsheet available to the GitHub, so you can also check it out there and reach your own conclusion. So the raw data will be also posted there. How would you get a hold of it? It's pretty easy. If you go to my profile here, you will be able to put it as your favorite, and then after doing that, you will be able to add that to your graph. I will see you in the next update.